Hey guys, did I just delay saying hi? Here's a game between Mr. Yang and Feng Yun. Um, I've studied with both of these at length, and so I know them both, and makes it interesting for me. So let's take a look. So already we see some style coming in. This white move was played years ago. I'm sure this game was played, what, 40 years ago? Um, and back then, this was a way for white to get sente. It didn't change until AI came along and said, it's not so great. But we didn't know back then, and no one could prove it. So white picks up a sente move. Very nice. This is an unusual corner approach. Uh, and it's all because white's A group isn't great. So let's see how they play it out. White gets a pretty nice corner. Was Joseki. I don't know if it's played anymore nowadays. Interesting on the left here. let's check out A and B. So upper left corner, both players have 4 stones, so it should be equal. Let's count whites. White doesn't have more than that, right? And then how many more? Oh, how far more do we go here? I want to give one more. I don't want to give 2 more. 2 more tops. Let's say 2, and that's it. I think that's too much. We'll cut it in half. 13. Oops, go back. 13. Okay. Now for black. Boom, 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 boom. Very thick here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Black's points aren't real, while white's are. There's a chance black got a little more than white here, especially when you consider white's weakness in the bottom left. It's hard for white to counter this because of his weakness. So it's a very interesting choice for black to choose that Joseki. And white needs to immediately start addressing his weakness because black's ready to pounce. Standard Joseki. Okay. Where to next? Inside. Moves a little bit interesting. We have to judge when we see this black move, what's it look like for white? If here, then there's probes and co's. It's hard to see the bottom being particularly large for white. Then why did black play there? Is it because black knows he's got this move? So now when we look at white's A group, it's like, well, if you don't have anything on the bottom, then you're actually still weak. Is that what they're thinking? So, seeing as how the bottom just can't be the biggest area, then I'm seeing this as an aggressive move preparing to attack white off in the distance. but that's my guess. When I used to take lessons from them, I would ask them these questions. Why did you play? What were you thinking? One question I asked Feng Yun, one of the many questions I asked her at one point, it was not Go related. I said, are you proud of the fact that you're the second woman in history to become professional nine dan? She's, oh, very proud. That's great. I also asked her, for us amateurs, we expect to lose half our games, win half our games. If there's ever any, if you start winning too many, you go up on a level and now it's back to your half and half. So at your level, do you expect to win your games? Do you get mad when you lose? Oh, I get furious when I lose a game. I expect to win every single one of them. I thought that was great. Okay, why comes out? Well, now remember, it seems clear that black is thinking of the A group. Now, white's response seems to indicate that black agrees that I don't like this future. So I want to control with you this area so you don't get too much here. I need support. Now, again, this is me guessing, but doesn't it seem that way? Okay, this is interesting here. This is second line. It's not fighting. Boom. If black responds, says, no, I'm not going to give you the corner, Atari, all of a sudden black is very small and has to go live now. So instead, black says Atari. White takes the corner. Black saves, threatening to connect under. Interesting move, isn't it? Second line, Sente, and then off, hurting the white group. Okay. Now, I think what just happened was white says, you're going to have to spend another move on the A group with this A stone, giving me opportunity to consider my B group. Do I defend? Or what do I want here? So yeah, you made me weaker, but I got the C corner, which is huge. So I don't mind being attacked some if I already got profit. Okay, we'll see how it plays out. White has Sente, and we know white has an open skirt there, right? And there's even a probe here, right? This is going to come into play later. Not right now, I don't think, but later. So white closes the skirt, makes it a big area, and white negates that. This was a standard move back then. When black is already defended at A. And you guys know this. The idea is if we play this way, it's black's move and he can start attacking, and white didn't get accomplished a lot. So white plays this way. Plays. Nowadays it's only here. But back then, before AI, we thought this was fine. It's still fine for humans. I've shown all three of these countless times to students over and over and over. Boom, boom, boom. So there's an issue here. Let's check out something here. Let's say white comes out, black fixes his left, and white settles. So this is not the game. I'm just trying to get to a certain point. Everyone's fine. And there's a question here. And white can play this at any time. And he plays it earlier. Okay. What's white going to do? What's black going to do? If black submits, that was Sente. That's a nice couple points in Sente. Well, What if he doesn't submit? Well, let's start with this move. Threatens to kill the corner. Let's assume this. See the aji here? There's a lot of aji here. So the general rule was, you just got to play this. Get back to the game. White does it right away. I do not know why. Let me tell you my guess. A minute ago, I said, well, what if White plays here? Yeah, what about it? See how there's a weakness here. How does White fix this? Does White go one more? Isn't it still weak? It's a big gap in here, right? How does White fix? Well, if we start here, watch how it comes about. Boom. Now that's going to work. White either needs to fix or kill the top. Boom. Boom. Okay. What just happened? White's ripped off the A area. As a matter of fact, we can Atari at B and save all the stones. I believe. I'd have to check that out, but I think so. So we got a lot accomplished on the right, White did. And remember, we didn't know what to do with our B stones, so we gave them up. We couldn't save them in the efficiency. And it's not like the whole C area is blacks yet anyway. So it's a beautiful result for White. It's like, I cannot imagine a more perfect, efficient way of dealing with all that. You don't know how to make B right? Give it up. Get something else instead. Very nice. Comes right in saying, I'm going to save my stones. No, you're not. I'm going to get out. Now when I save them, your entire A group is in question. Ooh, interesting. Black says, I better fix here. That way, if you do play this, if you do play this, let's not play Ko, because he's going to die. And then what? Here, no good. That's a snapback. Here, Atari. If black takes, it's alive. Atari. Atari. White can't save. White can only capture. It's just a lot of aji over here, and there's a lot of ways of getting there. So for black to fix, first of all, just points alone is bigger than it looks. Plus, it gets black further out into the center, and it starts bothering White's whole shape thing. So White gets out as White bothers black's top area. Some very smart moves in there. Get out. Connect. Get out. So this is a risky move. On its own, we got an ABC wall here. Okay, so we just developed thickness with A, which protects our B group, which has no base, and we just now gave it away a home to go to. That's not a small thing. We also are preparing to surround. So a very useful move. But there's weaknesses, which we will see. There it is. Okay, check this out. We'll see it. We'll see it. We need our A group defended. Let's just assume, okay, all done. Well, look at the upper right black group. It's going to have to play to live. Or at least it's just weak. So, if black answers this way instead, he's connected under. White can't stop the connection now. It's standard thing. And he killed the A-stones, which were not dead before. So it's big and life and saves two groups at once. Very smart. White fixes the shape. Black grows the left. And white puts in a probe. This is a move I couldn't play. This is a really hard move for me. It's a casual move. Not Sente. Well, if it's hard to live, let's say it's like, oh, it's so hard to live on the left, then you play a forcing move. A or B, something. C, D, something. Get a couple free moves in there. But white says, no, I'll just play casual. I can live in here. Really? I would be afraid to say that. Now, that's an interesting move. Let's check out some of White's ideas here. Very nice here. Sente, expansive. Even here, we're threatening nice forward moves. Well, if black plays this way, I just became thick. Whatever you do, it's in gote. I can counter. You can't get out now. Boom. Yep. Boom. Okay, there's that forcing move. Okay. Under. You gonna let me cut you and surround you? No. Is it going to be ko? No, I'll go this way instead. Here's our first serious cost. Black A gives white's corner away. And white's behind enemy lines. Oh, that's a big risk. That's a serious risk. White plays a getting out move, and black takes away the corner. White goes for life. Black says, no corner there. Oh, that's big. How's white going to live? Sorry, okay. Through. A lot of Aji here. Out, threatening the kill. White threatens his own stuff. Atari. Now we're back to the top. Atari. So, is the top all dead? Sure looks it. So white got the A area, but black got the top. But then white got a big B, and it looks like the C stones are going to die. That's a lot of chain exchanges. White's going to try to live anyway. Let's see what happens here. Not Atari. Cut. Or else white cuts and lives on top. This is some deep stuff right here. Sorry. All right. Okay. So white ends up giving up a large tail, the A section. Now, it would take me a couple hours. It would take me a couple days to work through all the reading that took place in that exchange. That was heavy pro stuff. Come out and kill. There's a lot going on here. Save the cut. Yeah, that's tough. Kill. Yep. Now this white group's in jeopardy. Get out. Get out. Threatening to kill that. Huh, can you follow all this? There's a lot going on here. Get out. Get out. Black saying, are you connect under with A? Okay, then what's happening in your center? You're cut there. What are you going to do? There's a lot of deep reading here that I'm just not prepared to do. Yeah. Okay. So we might look a little more, but you can see all the intense exchanges happening right and left. White enters the left, invades the left when he barely has the right to. How did he know? When he did that, he ended up losing the upper left, but somehow he knew it's not going to be all that big. Black will only get a section of it. That's nasty deep. And how did he know he'd live at the bottom? That's a lot of hard stuff. Yeah, lots of hard stuff. Let's stop there. Okay. So I've gone over Mr. Ying's games countless times. And this one's harder. This is not what I call, I mean, he's famous for his simplistic play. Great. This wasn't what I would call simple. But still, I just get a lot of enjoyment watching him play. And of course, Feng Yun. Okay, I guess that's it. I'm not entirely sure how interesting this game was for an observer to go, why'd you show us that game? Maybe it wasn't too worthwhile. But there we go. Okay, thanks a lot.